Now you're coming to hug me the next day in school? Oh my god, new scene unlocked, like new background unlocked. Yeah, we are in my kitchen. As you can see, there's natural light today. I know, big surprise. Big surprise, because I always film in the middle of the night. And the thought of you seeing where I lay to rest so visibly with like daylight is very scary. It's very scary. I just cannot do it. So daylight, kitchen, night, room, or something. So maybe I'll switch it up. If you see me in my room daytime, that means I have like some big wall behind me, because no, like, you don't need to know my business like that. Who knows, maybe at some point we'll even go to the bathroom, because honestly, who's gonna stop me? Exactly, nobody. We have another matcha here. I know she's very pretty. I actually have a new matcha powder and I'm in love with it. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is, because baby, they don't pay me, okay? They're not paying me to do this job. It's so good. It's so good. As per usual. So I don't think we talk about jealousy in friendships enough, and also how unhealthy and toxic certain friendships can be. And today's story time is like literally kind of a warning. Okay, it's kind of a warning not to do certain things. Of course, it differs from person to person. Like, you might be in the exact same situation I was in, but it's like great friendship and hee hee ha ha. But for me, it was no hee hee ha ha. And looking back, it's been years. Cut the cameras. So let me introduce you to the friend group dynamic. Okay, this was a big friend group. We were like at least 8 people, 8 girls, I think. And that alone is already a recipe for disaster. And again, it differs. Okay, I'm not gonna keep saying it differs. I'm talking about mass story time, period. Big friend group, so many different personalities, siblings in the same group, which we're gonna get to that, because siblings, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing for siblings to be in a friend group, but in this specific situation, it's literally proving why it gets so difficult for siblings to have like the same friend group the whole time. Okay, I'm not talking, we connect over or through a few friends. I'm talking, no, it's not funny. It's not funny. That whole thing already creates like power imbalance, right? You have like siblings in the same friend group. You have so many different personalities. You have like people that are older than the others, and it's just a lot. Let me give you a specific story time about the whole why siblings in the same friend group is really just difficult, and it's like, where is your loyalty? And at the end of the day, of course, I understand you're gonna choose family, but at the same time, if someone is your friend, you're gonna also expect them to stand up for you. So in this specific friend group, again, looking back, it was very toxic. Looking back, I was not appreciated, and I'm not saying I was a perfect friend. Like, we were all kids. This goes back like 5 years at this point. 5-6 years at this point. So I'm 17, 18 years old, obviously a whole different girl than I am now. I'm 23. We had very difficult dynamics because we all also stood for very different things. Even back then, I was already like feminist as I am now. I was really like standing up for minorities, being a minority myself. Like, all of us, basically, not all of us, but most of us in that friend group were like people of color. But it also like, we also had like just different views on certain things. So I would not condone transphobia. This specific example was transphobia, and I was not okay with it. And I spoke out against it because I didn't like the comments that were giving to certain people in our school. All of a sudden, I get insulted, and I'm not going to use the word, or I'm not going to give the exact story time, because I feel like some people here might know them because we're all in the same school. I don't give a fuck. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say my story. That's just what it is. But I got called a certain phobic, and it was like, what the hell? I am not phobic to anyone or anything because I don't accept transphobia. So that was really irritating as hell. And then out of a sudden you got everyone attacking me. They're basically attacking me, saying I don't respect their beliefs. I am tired of people using certain things as excuse to be discriminatory toward other people. I'm not going to accept it, especially not around me, not with my friends. No, I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to take it. I will die on that hill. There is no excuse as to why you cannot be just kind, like just basic human decency. There is no reason as to why you have to be rude to someone at all, especially not around me. So I spoke out against it. Out of a sudden, I'm getting attacked from almost everyone. So it's like, What's up? And this is where the sibling thing comes into play. Because now you got the sister, the younger one, attacking me, saying the same thing. The other girl, who we're going to get to her. They're all attacking me, calling me phobic, you know. My alleged best friend, who was the older sister, crickets. She's not saying anything. So now I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I thought it was cool. Like, I thought we were friends. That tells me everything I need to know, because everyone that knows me knows if I call you my friend, we are going through whatever we're going through together. And I'm not saying I'm always going to say you're right, but I'll never tell you you're wrong in front of the wrong people. That's me, right? I will take you, like, you know, behind the scenes and be like, okay, bestie, I love you, but this and this was wrong. I would never do it in front of the wrong people. Don't get me wrong. And I'll also never just condone everything because you're my friend. But I ride with my friends because I know my friends ride with me. I mean, that's me nowadays. But as of then, obviously, why do we go to school the next day? All of a sudden, people are coming to hug me. My character got bashed. I got attacked in the most personal way there is. You were in the same group. You didn't say shit. Now you're coming to hug me the next day in school? How is you cool? Is you cool? How? So I was obviously really disappointed. I was like, girl, what was that? Like, I was alone. I was literally alone, and it felt so bad. And looking back, some people might not feel comfortable with this, especially if they should watch this. But there was also a racial thing there, because at a certain point, the only other black girl that was in that friend group left, which I'm still close with her. I'm still close with her. That's my boo. I should have left with her. I should have followed my sister. I should have vamos with her, but I didn't. So yeah, it was a racial issue. And you cannot tell me otherwise. Baby, I said what I said. You cannot tell me otherwise. There was a racial issue there too. But that's besides the point, even though it's not besides the point. But yeah, I obviously felt very disappointed because where was you yesterday? Why are you coming to greet me now? I've never liked fake shit. If I don't like you or if we have any issue, don't act like we're cool until we've resolved that issue. It has always been like that. It will always be like that till the day I die. If you know we have some issue going on, don't even ask me how are you doing, how was your day. I don't care. We can say hello, yes, because that's what you do. Then let's get to the topic. That's always been me. So for you to come to school and you know there's this whole big ass elephant in the room and you don't address it, don't try to hug me. Don't. Just don't do it. So that is the moment I fully clocked how silence really is a choice. And I know you might think, oh, silence is me being neutral. I choose to just stay out of it, But your silence speaks volumes. And at that point, it was so disappointing to me because, again, prior to that, and I'm not saying because I did that, you owe me that. I never do that. I don't do things in my friendship because I feel like, okay, you're going to pay me back someday. Don't get me wrong. But it's like we had been through some stuff together. You know, we had been there. I was there supporting you. I got your back. And then the one scenario, like the one case where I really needed someone to back me because I can fight my own battles. Don't get me wrong. You weren't there for me. You weren't. And I was really hurt. Now, let's shift from that, which was really intense, to the whole jealousy thing in friendship. Again, this huge friend group. Oh my God. Jealousy was there. And like, due to the amount of people, the urge to project your insecurities or your feelings on some other person also multiplies because we're so many. Because out of a sudden, in some other huge fight, because mind you, there were a lot of fights, because this is such a huge friend group and again, so many characters, you are mad at someone, but you're somehow shifting the blame on me? Pause. Because all these different characters, like, yes, we're gonna clash. And we clashed. Clashed, we did. Clash of friend groups, clash of the girls, we did. I'm getting attacked for never hanging out with them during the holidays, and out of a sudden I'm using them just for when I'm in school, but out of school I don't care, which lies. Like, lies. In this said fight, insecurities are coming out. But baby, this insecurity is why are you projecting on me? Why are you putting your shit on me? All of a sudden, you are saying so-and-so only hangs out with me when you, Blessing, are not there. How is it Blessing's fault? I beg, someone help me. Tell me. How is it Blessing's fault? Why are you blaming Blessing for the person only hanging out with you when Blessing's not there? What's not clicking, Steven? How does that make sense? Of course, if you have such like a huge friend group, there's gonna be like mini groups, right? There's gonna be mini groups. It's gonna be like, these people are closer because they're in the same class. These people are closer, then these are closer because they're literally siblings. It's gonna be silent competition. There's this jealousy. There's this, oh my God. It was too much. It was too much. Like, it was too much. The biggest reality check I needed was when I left school, because I had already known I was gonna move away from Berlin after my A-levels because I needed to go touch some grass in another city, okay? But I did not expect me to not be friends with any of them. Any of them. Like, I have no contact with none of them. I did not see that coming. If you would have told me 6 years ago that I would be here today during this story time, not talking to anyone, I would have said you were lying. I would have said lies, but here we are in reality. Because that's humans for you, for real. That's humans for you. They stay disappointing you. But I also needed that reality check. Because if you leave school and out of a sudden you're not friends anymore, you're not close anymore, you were never friends. You were never friends. It was never that deep. It wasn't. And it hurts to admit that. It hurts to have to come to terms with that. But I fear I really needed that reality check. Then you're making empty promises, which I don't like. You're promising like you're gonna come see me and which you never did. Then I'm already in the city to come visit family or whatever. We make up a time. We literally set up a time, a date, whatever. You don't even cancel in the morning. I am texting you just to like, you know, and then you're like, oh, I cannot come. Yeah. That was the last time we ever communicated. I have no interest in communicating with this person. And it's so sad, really, because we were so close in school. Like, even on Snapchat. Snapchat be your biggest up sometimes, by the way. Even on Snapchat, all my memories are with these people. All of them, because that's how close we were in school. So for people to attack you in such a way, for people to just act like you were never a part of their life is so crazy. It's really important to accept the fact that certain friendships are not meant to pass school. Certain friendships are not meant for adulthood, because that's what they were. They were friendships for kids. They were literally growing up things. They were like maturing things, because you had to learn out of them to be the person that you are today, which I'm very grateful for, because nowadays the friends I have, I love y'all. I have a crazy support system. Like, my friends, I know my friends are with me. I know that. I don't need to ask them. I don't need to question them, and they know the same about me. Right? So although it might have been painful, it was necessary. It was very, very necessary. So what is the moral of the story? First of all, jealousy in friendships is very real. And it's obviously less a reflection of yourself, but of them and how they choose to go on about this internal feeling they're going through. But it's important to see the signs and run. Run, Forrest, run. And secondly, silence speaks volumes. And I said this earlier, but I really just have to emphasize on this, because them not saying something is them saying something, and it's important you really take them for what they're choosing to say or not to say. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to make it better in your head. It's not going to help you. Baby, listen to me. And the last point is, some friendships literally are convenience. And I'm not saying that was it for me, but I feel like that was it for the others, because I never intended for the group to go out the way it did, and I never intended for us to literally not talk to each other the moment I stepped foot out of the school. But again, it's important you just accept it for what it is. It is very important that you do that. Due to the light change, you might think I've been here for like an hour. Baby, I've not. I have not. I don't know. I just started filming late, but I think it's still okay. You can see me. You will survive. Maybe you're even enjoying this because doing like, you know, a little chit chat, comfy vibes. But yeah, this was like just some random thought that came to my head, and I was like, why not set up the camera and talk about it? This is not to bash anyone. I would never do that. Like, I have no interest in doing that. It's been years. It has been years. Like, I have moved on. it's just like something I thought I can use as a learning lesson for everyone else out there. Again, this is not to generalize, and if you have a big friend group and it's working well for y'all, I'm very happy for you. Like, I wish that for you. It's just like in bigger friend groups, there's just more things I feel like you need to take note of. Obviously, also more characters you have to cope with, so it generally just gets harder. That doesn't mean that if you're in a genuine big group friendship, you should leave the group because of what I said. Like, who am I? Who am I? You should do what you want to do. I'm just giving you like my experience. And then also siblings and friend groups is like, yeah, but that's just me. You do you, boo boo, you do you. And it's also really important for you to know what kind of friends you want. Don't let anyone tell you what friendship you need. You have to know what kind of friendship you want, you need, you desire, what you're willing to put into that friendship, and what you want to receive from the friendship. You will be fine. You will be fine. It was just like a fun little chit chat, something I just thought about, and I was like, why not just talk about it? But yeah, thank you for being here with me. Tell me how you find a new location. Tell me how we're feeling the kitchen vibes. And I'll see you in the next one, my babes.